Welcome to Thursday Thunder on this 23rd of November. This episode is brought to you by Australian Muscle and Australian Muscle the Gym. You can find us all on Facebook and on Instagram and online at australianmuscle.com.au. Hello Adrian.
G'day, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you for asking.
Still sucking on those lollies?
Very much so.
Yeah, Adrian's been a bit crook. He's got the man flu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bad.
So, and we're sitting in this close proximity too.
I'm not coughing on you, so
So, how are you feeling otherwise?
better than I was yesterday.
Yeah?
Yep, like I said, still trained, still hit a PB, so I'm happy with that. Shouldn't have trained though.
No,
Felt
you shouldn't
like
have trained. I
death.
kept telling you not to train.
But got through it.
Trained with my wife actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, while I was fixing things up, because we had an interesting incident happen here at the gym where we had our computer had a meltdown and I lost everything.
That's why you back up your stuff.
So yes, listeners and viewers, when you just back up your computers because you think it's not going to happen to you, and it will. Yep.
Yeah.
Hard drive meltdown is not a good thing.
No.
Well, we got exciting things happening with this Australian Thursday Thunder, in that we are also going live onto a podcast with
Yes,
this.
very exciting for that.
Yes. So Australian Muscle is now on iTunes for Apple and SoundCloud for Android. Ari will put the links up in the bio here below us. But we will start simultaneously putting this Thursday Thunder out on a video, and we'll also do it on a podcast. And we'll start doing some little bit separate podcasts later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to get a few interviews.
Yeah, we'll start interviewing people in South Australia and even nationally if we get guests coming over. So just a informal chat with local bodybuilding identities, fitness identities, business owners and things like that. I think it'll be pretty cool.
Be fun.
Yeah.
Lots of fun.
Should be good. So if you've got any ideas on who you'd like for us to interview or have a chat to, just make a little comment below and we'll see if we can make it happen.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. We had the Ferrigno Legacy on.
Yep.
One of the biggest pro shows of the year with 26 or 27 competitors. There were so many competitors in there I'd never even heard of.
No,
Really, like pretty well from the top 5 or 6 down, some of them I'd never even heard of. So obviously there was a lot of people trying to use this show as some sort of springboard to qualify.
A stepping stone for the Arnold, I guess.
Yeah. There really was only 4 really notable competitors in this, and that was the top 4. So Brandon Curry took it out over Cedric McMillan. Cedric again came in his usual big but a little bit watery,
A little bit softer than usual.
Yeah, well, he either does that or he comes in on the money, which is, there's no sort of like in the middle of the road Cedric. So, but Brandon was definitely hard and big enough to beat Cedric. Josh Wade was in 3rd, but the surprise was Jose Raymond, who normally competes in the 212s, doing an open show and finishing 4th.
Yeah, great stepping stone for a 212 as well, to go into the open and make that much of an impact right off the bat.
Exactly right, and he looked really, really good. And there was heaps of people who were at the show and reports from the show saying that he could have easily been as high as 2nd in pushing Cedric into 3rd.
Yeah, that would have been good to see.
Yeah,
Personally, I would like that. But.
So congratulations to Jose Raymond. This weekend we've got the last pro show of the year, which is the San Marino Grand Prix. I think those top 4 are going to be stepping up again.
Yeah, definitely.
And throw into the mix, Hardy Schupan is on the list. Whether he can get a visa or not.
And he's faced a lot of immigration problems the last
He's entered a number of shows this year and has just not been able to compete due to visa problems. So I don't know what Italy's going to be like with his visa. It'll be interesting.
I reckon it should be okay, personally.
So
haven't really looked into the Italian immigration laws recently.
Well, I hope so, because it'd be great to see him mixing it up there with the Opens. And if Jose Raymond does it, well, the two of them would actually be a show in a show, I think. Yeah,
it's an inception-ish.
That's right.
Show.
Yeah, and I'm sure both would sort of want to knock the other one off in the higher placing. So that'll be interesting. We'll have results of that next week for you. We've had a number of South Australians in the last week compete overseas in America in different shows. And most notably Kwame, our friend Kwame Dua. Everyone knows Kwame. He won the Muscle Mania Pro.
He did, and took it out quite easily.
Quite convincingly. He looked awesome. So I'm sure Ari will find some pictures to put there as we're talking about it. He really just looked sensational.
Oh, definitely, yeah. He was best by a country mile.
Yeah, and especially considering a year ago coming off from a serious bicep injury.
So no signs of that.
Pulled the tendon off the bone, and so you could not tell that he had any sort of problem with his arm. So that's healed obviously very well, and congratulations to Kwame. Also, we had Ben Wortley. He continued on his little tour of American shows, and he's finished off his prep with the WMBF World titles in the pros. So he was in the middleweight pros. So they had all the pros were actually in weight divisions. And I'm not sure if they had an overall, but Ben finished fourth. In the middle
lineup at like 14?
14 I think there was, and I was speaking to Ben the other day, and he said they were really stacked lineups. So he's finished off on a fourth. This is coming on the back of his DFAC, I think he was, win, and he's showing at the ICN Pro Show. So well done to Ben. Now our last competitor was Billy Cairns, who went to Canada and competed in the UFE pros, and he won defended his title. So he won that last year, and he won it again this year, and he looked like he won it quite convincingly. And then proceeded to do a Sam Mussered on stage and propose to his girlfriend.
Lovely Michelle, which I've met a few times at some of the shows, so congratulations, you two.
So well done, Billy, and congratulations on your win and on your engagement to your girlfriend. That's it for news. That's it for bodybuilding news. I can't really think of anything else that's going on, so we'll cover the last pro show next week. We're excited to announce that we will be having a Black Friday sale.
Yes.
Yeah, this is going to be
it's going to be pretty mental, because I think it's the biggest one you ever had.
The biggest sale we've ever had in terms of discounts. So we will be doing 20% off our already cheap prices. This will be tomorrow, the 24th of November, and Saturday, the 25th of November.
24th. Before 25.
But online, it will be running until Sunday.
Well, that's good then.
So in store until Saturday at 3 p.m. So, and we will be doing 20% off on all our full price products with free shipping if you're ordering online. We will be doing all our apparel at $19.95.
And that includes everything. That's
everything.
That's jumpers, hoodies,
pants,
track pants, shorts, everything.
The whole works. Ladies tights, ladies singlets, everything at a flat rate of $19.95. And we'll be carrying on that special to here at the gym, where we will be doing 20% off our gym membership for 1 year. It brings it down to $399.
And that includes your 24 access. That includes, and that has no joining fee, no startup fee. That's just $399, covers everything, and you're good for the next 12 months.
Exactly right. So that starts tomorrow, Friday the 24th. So keep an eye on our Facebook page. Everything online will just be an automatic 20% discount.
So you don't have to have a code or anything? Or
no, as far as I know, and Ari will clarify that. But no, I think it'll just be an automatic 20%.
That's good. We do have some new products coming in.
Products coming in. So products coming in the next few days will be Outbreak Nutrition Pathogen, which is their new pre-workout. We had some samples on that, and we got some really good feedback on customers that wanted it. So we've got that coming in. Max's Beta Pump Red Alert, the new Max's pre-workout, that should be next week. As well should be the X50 sweet potato chips. That's it for news and information. Let's just do an AM review. This is an interesting product.
It is an interesting product, and I feel I've gone through this a few times already. This is Recomp RX by Blackstone Labs, and it's marketed as it's a recomposer, so it can recomp fat to muscle, etc., etc. So if you have low insulin release, or a very, very high insulin threshold, or a high insulin threshold, meaning your blood sugar spikes, your body can't produce enough insulin to get your blood sugar back down to normal, definitely highly recommend Recomp RX. Going into the ingredient profile though, you've got something called Rosmarinus officinalis extract, which is a scientific term, but it's rosemary. It's wild rosemary, the same you put in your pasta sauces, in lamb, everything like that. One of the main ingredient in rosemary is something called ursoleic acid, and that is very highly prevalent in Recomp RX, as well as oleanalic acid, as well as corosolic acid. Your oleanalic acid coming from the loquat extract, and your corosolic acid coming from bonobo leaf. But what do? They do a lot.
Tell me.
Well, this is probably the most research I've done in any product we've ever had. And I love doing that. I love seeing how everything works with the body, etc., etc. This is very hormone driven, where it's written on that, all natural anabolic, anti-catabolic. So it's all natural, don't worry about that, but it's all very hormone driven. And the science behind it is very, very interesting. So ursoleic acid, it's a phytochemical that's found in plants, primarily rosemary as well as apple peel. Now, this has been shown to reduce fat gain in a fed state and increase muscle mass in that fed state, so after you've eaten. But in a fasted state, so if you're trying to lose body fat, it's been shown to increase fat burning and increase muscle mass preservation. So you can actually hold on to more muscle where you burn more fat, which is very, very, very important, especially those coming into a comp or just wanting to recomp the body and lean out without losing too much muscle. There is studies in this. I would love to link those studies, but I don't have that power. Maybe I'll send it to RS so you can link the studies to ursoleic acid. And now, oleanalic acid or loquat fruit. It's been shown to decrease blood sugar, or what is it called here? It is called glycemia. So again, if you find you're a bit overweight and find you have way too much simple sugar in your diet, just take them out, reprogram with Recomp RX so your body can start producing insulin and utilizing it properly. It's also very powerful anti-inflammatory with lots of anti-cancerous effects. So it's a very, very powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant.
Excellent.
The last one is corosolic acid. This is the one that took me down rabbit hole after rabbit hole, searching through different things. I'm going to read an excerpt, if you will, which I got from one of the studies.
Do go ahead.
Corosolic acid. Demonstrated to enhance glucose uptake in L6 myotubes and facilitate glucose transportation isoform 4 transactions in CHO or -HAR cells. Now, in layman's terms, essentially means it runs down pathways in your brain that gets blocked by a certain enzyme called wartamin. What bonobo leaf or corosolic acid does, it reprograms this pathway, so it bypasses where it can get blocked off, so your body can use insulin more effectively. So them three together, corosolic acid, oleanalic acid, and ursoleic acid, very, very powerful in increasing the rate your body produces and uses insulin very well.
Yeah. So effectively, it acts as a glucose disposal product.
Exactly it. It's a niche market, but for people who just want to help their body change the way their body metabolizes and looks body fat wise, definitely jump on the Recomp RX. It's one of those products you can use year round, not just when you're dieting.
Yeah, so it's definitely is a little bit of a niche market product. I'm using it at the moment, so I'm 1 week in. So hopefully in the next week or two, once I have my skin folds done too, we'll be able to give a little bit more of an indication on how I've gone.
Very much so.
But it's not one of these products where you take it and you feel something. No, the actions are happening inside your body all the time. So basically you take 3 capsules a day, 1 with each of your main carb meals. So I'm taking it 1 with breakfast, my first meal, 1 with meal 3 and 1 with meal 5. You've got 120 capsules, so you're going to get 40 days supply, and it's $89.95. Cool, so it's something different, but I'm really keen to see what the whole effects are after using it for the whole full 40 days. So that's available now in store, here at the gym, and online. And don't forget, all purchases online are free delivery Australia-wide. I think that's it.
That's it.
We've covered everything. Don't forget, guys, to subscribe. Tune into iTunes or SoundCloud, subscribe to the Australian Muscle podcast. Give us a review, because reviews obviously move the podcast up the list and get more exposure. If you've got any ideas on who you'd like for us to interview and to chat, just send us a message or comment below and we'll see if we can arrange it.
Definitely.
Otherwise, thanks guys, thanks for watching and thanks for listening, and we'll catch you guys next week.